Live now? Okay, we're live. Hello and welcome to our podcast.
That is the least viewed podcast ever.
Oh, yes, the least viewed. Although we are being very entertained by the coronavirus panic. I wouldn't call it a
Through
pandemic.
retail worker confessions.
Oh, yes. People grabbing toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and masks. Masks don't protect you against this particular thing. It is not an airborne disease.
It's not the plague, but people are treating it like it is.
Seriously, here in Indiana, we have one confirmed case. Okay? And they're already talking about mandatory quarantine of areas and shut down public places. It's like, one person got this. I don't think people got this crazy when they thought we were all going to get Ebola.
I don't actually know anyone who got that.
There were only like 3 cases. And they were all contained.
What about swine flu?
Several million cases. And people still get that. But here's the thing. I was around when swine flu was around. I didn't catch that. And thousands of people died from that.
Yeah.
We have a total of maybe 2,000 deaths, close to 100,000 infected worldwide, out of 7 billion people.
It's barely been 3 months, yet this year feels like it's been a year. How is that even possible?
The news.
Like, it just seems like time is, like, standing still for some reason so far.
Yeah, right now, I'm not really that worried about coronavirus. I'm more worried about as you're coughing into the mic.
But I was eating a lot of food and it went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, I'm making a joke. You gotta joke about these things, because right now I'm more worried about the panic than the virus. I talked to my grandparents about it, and they're like, we're not that worried about it. I'm like, you know what? If you want to stock up on anything, stock up on freaking ammo. Because seriously, people are panicking so much, and then the news media keeps it going, which makes the economy not be so great. And when the economy collapses because of all this crap, well, there went Western civilization.
I mean, with everyone buying all this shit, isn't the economy better than it was before, though?
Here's the problem. They're all buying this shit, but then they stop going to work. And China produces a lot of our shit. And because they're pretty much shut down, a lot of stuff is taking forever or not getting produced at all because of the quarantine. Essentially, all the companies were stupid and put all of their eggs into China to make cheap manufacturing and forgot you need more than one place doing it for redundancy.
Right.
Maybe this will get some places to open up factories in other places than just China.
What throws me off, I don't know if it has any correlation whatsoever, but in your area, I just got gas, and gas was the cheapest I've seen it in a while. It was like $2.
Oh, it's like $2.10 here.
Or like it was either 2, actually 1 second, I have my receipt on me. It was 2.069. But, like, that's really cheap. Like, last week or something like that, it was like 260, 270. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Nobody's traveling. There's an excess of fuel.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I mean,
I still got to go to work. I need the gas money.
I mean, shit. In my area, there was a rumor about a possible one at one of the hospitals here case. But I haven't heard anything on the news, and I don't know how much this word from somebody I know told somebody else that they had heard this, so had knowledge of this. But I don't know how whatever the original source was is reliability is, since it hasn't been on the news, and you would think that because the news has been reporting like every single case in
Hmm.
local news to local areas.
They got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
People are actually watching the news for once.
Well, here's the thing. I saw this hilarious thing. One person had posted. It was about a doctor's office note, and it said, "Every year there's an election, there's a disease," and this is like the Black Plague. Essentially, the media is using it as a way to steal the election in November. Is it?
People are thinking Joe Biden has it in the bag for some reason.
Why'd they think that? He has dementia.
I don't know. I guess because they said that he won a decent amount of states or something.
Just because he won a decent amount of states in the primary and gets the primary doesn't mean he's going to win to the White House.
Well, no, I mean like against Bernie is what I'm saying.
Well, right now our choices right now range between Dementia Man, Kinko Kami, and the crazy businessman who isn't very well spoken and needs to get off of Twitter. We have no good
See, you could be
here.
talking about the dude that left, who's even richer than said dude, who I didn't even realize was like a freaking billionaire.
Oh, you mean the man who once outlawed anything over 16 ounces of soda in New York City? Because he liked to tell people, yeah, screw that guy.
How did he like? Why am I just now finding out that this dude is like Jeff Bezos rich?
Because you don't pay attention.
You knew about him before he like went in?
Well, I found out when he was running that he was running, but I knew he existed.
How do you get his money?
Sold computer type things that he invented to Wall Street for the stock market.
Oh shit.
Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to invest in anything, you should go on and invest in a pharmaceutical company called Invio. Their stock name is INVO. I bought it at $8.50 a share. It closed yesterday at $14.36 a share.
I actually canceled my stocks.
Figured out it was a bad idea?
Well, I was like, yeah, I could just put that money into an ROI and do it that way.
Oh, yeah. The company's Innovio. I went through Robinhood, and I went and bought some more. I bought it at. It says my return is 68.94% on my initial investment on my first stock.
Are you gonna withdraw?
Oh, I bought more stock in the company.
Oh. What's the company do?
It's a pharmaceutical company working on a vaccine for both Corona and MERS, which is essentially SARS before the Middle East. Which actually is the same family as this coronavirus. That's why they also call it SARS-2. It's but it is entertaining to watch people panic.
People are selling hand sanitizer for like $20.
I saw a picture of some kids who opened a hand sanitizer stand.
The place that I work at bought 20 bottles of hand sanitizer and we keep it in our office.
Oh my god. People panic.
What I don't understand is these businesses are starting to put hand sanitizer in the bathrooms. I'm like, no, that's not a replacement for washing your hands, and you should be washing your hands, and it's disgusting to not be washing your hands. Hand sanitizer is not the answer.
Well, it was pure alcohol. But then my grandma said something about someone telling me to buy vodka if she can't get hand sanitizer. I said whiskey would work too.
I just bought some hair, some dry shampoo, and A
Yeah, I
friend of mine
saw. Yeah.
said that you shouldn't use that stuff because the main chemical compound is butane.
Okay, so don't put it near a fighter. Might be
Well, he
flammable.
made the comparison probably putting isobutane in your hair and having it near your face is not the most helpful thing in the world.
So, it's apples to oranges. Oranges, I should say. There's a lot of stuff that people look at it and say, but that's in that. That must mean it's horrible. No. No, that's not the case at all. What's really going to be fun is when they come, is everyone that's, what I want to see is everyone fighting for a vaccine for corona versus the anti-vaxxer movement. I want them to see them go at it. Because they'll all say, vaccines are evil. And the others will say, but this thing is so deadly. And they'll go into heads and it'll be a meme war for the ages.
If someone figures out like an antidote to it, what if he like tries to sell it to Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, no. But I
Be
do
like, I'll
see,
give you this for $10 million.
but have you noticed how the government seems to be reacting to whatever the news media says instead of what the experts are saying?
Yeah.
The experts are saying, don't panic. The government goes, we're going to quarantine this entire area because one person got sick. I get quarantining the sick guy and quarantining people they've had direct contact with,
I mean,
but
I haven't been minding because I get cheap gas and I get cheap flight tickets. So,
mm-hmm. And you know what? Shit. If I had everything in place and already had my Japanese learned, I could have gotten such. I could have tried to find the money and gotten such cheap plane tickets for several months from now to go on my little Japan trip I wish to do. Would have been so cheap.
right?
Now, granted, I do agree with the fact that there's so many tens of thousands of cases in China having a travel ban to China and that, let it burn
Yeah.
itself out. But here's the thing. They say within a pandemic, ramps itself up and burns itself out within 90 days.
Well, I ordered mine for October just in case, and also that's an off-season time, so hopefully there'll be less people around anyways.
Oh, yeah. I'm just sitting back here laughing at the whole thing. I'm not going to uproot my life because of it.
I'm certainly not. Unless
thing.
my job says something, I'm still going to go to work.
Oh, yeah. And here's the thing. The thing has a 2-week incubation period. And you're contagious during the incubation period. Which means there's no way to contain it. It's out there. It's already out there. And you're either going to get exposed or you're not going to get exposed. You're either going to live or you're going to die. You're either going to sick or you're not going to get sick. It's like a lot of other things. Just wash your hands, don't touch your face.
Right.
But people need to quit panicking. Now, if you're going to go into an area that you know has had the virus found there, I would say keep your hands washed and maybe wear. I know they say the face masks don't help, but I would say wear the face mask to keep someone from coughing in your face. And then if someone does, wash your face off. Stuff like that.
I feel really bad for the people that work like in a pharmacy or like CVS or something, because they got to deal with sick customers all the time.
Oh yeah. But it's like, worst thing I ever get is a bad sinus infection twice a year. That's the worst thing I ever get. I mean, I've got to deal with something with my knee and get some blood tests to look for some autoimmune stuff, but to try to figure out what's up with me. But beyond that, I don't really get sick anymore. I haven't had the flu in 11 years. No, wait, 16 years. I haven't had it since I was 11.
Hmm. That's pretty impressive.
Well, apparently there's some new thing that if you get multiple strains of the flu, you could over time build an immunity to all strains of the flu. There's one thing where they came up with they have seven shot plus seven. It's a series of 7 shots that'll make someone immune for life. But no one wants to get 7 shots, so they're trying to make it less shots and whatnot.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: some people just get an immunity. The human body can do a lot of things, and then infographic show decided to do this thing about all this thing. It's deadly, and here's what happens when you catch it. Like, but that's for less than 20% of cases are severe. Less than 5% of that are lethal. Most of the time, you'll feel like you have a cold and you'll get over it. Actually, the vast majority of the time. Like we said last week, don't be afraid of getting struck by lightning, but at the same time, don't go out of a lightning storm with a metal rod.
Yeah. There's this one TikTok that I watched of this girl that said she had corona, and it looked like she got gangrene. I have no idea what's wrong with her.
She had a TikTok saying she has corona. What the hell is she doing making TikToks? She should be in the hospital.
That's what I said. But she did look like she had a serious case. Like, her whole body looked like she was, like, a tint of green for some reason.
Just okay, just a second. I gotta look this up. Coronavirus
TikTok.
Hashtag coronavirus videos on TikTok. And we are looking, and it is loading. Okay.
I don't know what her username is.
Oh no, I'm just trying to look it up on TikTok on the computer. Although it doesn't want to load. Okay, whatever. Oh, here we are. Hashtag coronavirus. Yeah, I don't see anything. What are you talking about? But, oh, have you seen this new thing about,
Hello?
Yeah. YouTube is not receiving
you
video
weirdly
to maintain smooth streaming. Can you hear me? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Okay.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I think something went up with my internet for a second here. YouTube's got a streaming error. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, that's great. Must be because I was looking up that stuff with TikTok. Oh well. Well, either way. Error. Our stream health is poor. And now we're back to excellent. Okay. Can you hear me better now? Hello?
You're like cutting off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're cutting off too. Well, shit.
Hello?
Yeah? Yeah, you're cutting off too.
Wait, hang up on me and then call again.
Technical difficulties, folks. Hello? Is that better? Is that better? Hello?
You're still kind of cutting off.
Ah. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to
Well,
call this the shortest episode ever. Okay, I don't think any more of this episode is gonna work.
yeah.
So, anyways, so thank you guys for watching or listening to the shortest episode
Wait, I
we
hear you.
had. You can hear me now? Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, never mind then.
Why do I need to see you?
Huh? I asked if you could hear me.
I didn't say anything.
You asked why you would need to see me.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's what I thought you said see at first.
No, I said hear. Okay, whatever. Okay, technical difficulties. Maybe the internet's getting the virus. The internet is a virus, though.
Yeah, probably. Might as well be.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I am not
Everyone's
concerned.
freaking out about this virus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm not freaking out at all. The way I see it
It'll
is...
become the Hunger Games and people are fighting for supplies.
Well, you know what? Good thing I bought a gun.
Did you stock up on hand sanitizer?
No.
I don't use sanitizer, honestly.
Neither do I. And guess what?
I just wash hands.
Most hand sanitizers won't work on it. So people are wasting money. And they're stocking up on toilet paper.
I mean, to be fair, toilet paper isn't a bad thing to be stocked up on anyways.
Yes, but coronavirus does not give you the shits.
Well, I think they're afraid of being quarantined.
Well, if you're quarantined, the government will bring you toilet paper and supplies.
How did you know that?
Because you'd be in a government-contained quarantine zone where supplies are brought in.
Oh.
That's how it works. Usually at a hospital, where they can keep an eye on you so that if you do start to show symptoms or such, you can be given immediate medical treatment.
I did not know these things.
And the only other time I could imagine, like a town going on a quarantine or whatnot, the National Guard would be out giving out MREs, water, and such in military hazmat suits. You know, like that movie. You know, like that movie Outbreak, where the monkey gives mutaba to the whole town, and they got to get that like orange juice type stuff.
And I did not watch that. That's a movie?
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Some guy it's about a bioweapon that showed up in Africa, and then a monkey got brought over to the U.S. and got into this little town, and it went airborne, and everybody in the town was dying of it. It was a good movie. But here's the thing. I'm not worried about it.
Neither am I.
This is not Stephen King's The Stand. This is not Contagion. This is not I Am Legend. This is not Outbreak. This is not the freaking Andromeda strain.
My friend, she traveled to like 5 different stores to buy hand sanitizer.
Your friend's an idiot.
And what's funny is I told her, like, do you have a shit ton of hand sanitizers already? And her excuse to that was because she used to have, like, a Bath and Body Works addiction, so I knew she had some. She was like, oh, well, those dry out my hands. I need regular hand sanitizer.
It all dries out your hands because it has alcohol in it.
Right. That's what I was, like, saying. So I don't understand, like, what the difference between one type of hand sanitizer and another.
Now, but here's a good question. If alcohol works on killing viruses on your skin, would raising your blood alcohol content help kill it in your blood? And we can use it as an excuse to get drunk.
I'm not sure.
Why are you drunk, sir? Well, officer, I am attempting to prevent my coronavirus from entering my system by drinking all this corona.
I saw a post. It was like a piece of paper on the windshield of like a car, and it said, "Officer, I have corona."
Well, then the officer's going to call a 911 to have a doctor come to escort you to the hospital, where you will be promptly tested and then arrested for lying to the police.
Yep.
Yeah. I did like the one where the guy joked about having corona on an airplane. They had to turn the whole plane around. That was entertaining.
Wait, what?
Yeah, during the beginning stages of this outbreak, some guy joked about having it on a plane and the plane had to turn around.
Couldn't you get like arrested for something like that?
Yeah, you can. It's like yelling fire in a crowded movie theater.
Yeah.
But it's still funny as hell to watch.
Oh, it is. It wouldn't be funny being the person, I'm sure, but
No, that's why it's called Schadenfreude. You're entertained by other people's misery and stupid decisions, even knowing that if it happened to you, it would not be entertaining. Especially if you're one of those hundreds of passengers who now had to rebook their flights. And you know,
they had a plane tickets from Chicago to Los Angeles for under $100 a person.
I wouldn't go to LA for $5 a person. LA's
What?
a shithole.
It is not. I've always wanted to visit California.
No, Laura, in California, LA, and San Francisco, there are needles and shit in the streets. And every car is getting broken into on a minute-by-minute basis.
How come so many successful people live there?
They have armed guards and multi-million-dollar mansions. But for the average person and the average visitor, crime is through the roof.
Hmm.
And most of those successful people that live there people are pretty much movie stars and that sort of thing. People who live there and work there. But the majority of the population, it's become a shithole. And also since they made it legal to steal things under $1,000 because insurance will pay for it. So now Best Buy has to hire extra security because they can't arrest people for stealing an iPhone.
Oh, dang.
Or a laptop or a computer.
Well, the iPhone 11 they could.
Huh? The iPhone 11.
The iPhone 11 is more than 1,000.
Yeah, but anything under $1,000 is only a misdemeanor, if that.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so no jail time.
You know, I feel like Los Angeles has been a lot bigger now that like all the influencers that get discovered move there.
Yeah, they're in a different part of LA, and they really should leave. Now, I would never. Don't go to California, Laura. It's a horrible place to be. Most people are moving out of California for these very reasons. High taxes, too much gun control. California wanting to allow illegal immigrants to count so they can use them to get more voting power in Congress. Seriously, they're trying to make it to where illegals can vote in California.
Why wouldn't a place like Texas do something like that? California, that don't make too much sense.
Because California is run by the Democrats. And the socialists.
It didn't occur to me till like this week and last week that a lot of the people that live in Texas speak very little English.
Well, yeah, but a lot of those people are also legal. And they're just as Texan as the rest of Texans. It's still Texas.
Right?
People in Texas
I'm
aren't
saying
actually
it
that.
seems like there's like a large Hispanic population, is what I was saying.
Well, since Texas used to be part of Mexico, didn't you know that?
I knew that. I just thought that most people would be like, more adept to knowing the language.
Yeah, and Texas was actually its own sovereign country for about a year or so, and then because of lack of resources, they had to petition to join the United States.
What is this? Social studies?
No, I'm a history buff. You know I'll make comments like that.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Did we get a viewer?
it fluctuated a little bit, but I've run out of shit to talk about. And you got work in the morning, so I think we'll just call this the short episode and call it a night.
What were we at? Like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
That's not too short.
No.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye bye. Have a good one, guys.